Let's get it. First I cock the thingy back, then I let you cowards know. First time you say something out of line, I'm letting the shotty blow. It's Brick City, K-Dash, Maserati flow. You dirtbags, I make something red come out your snotty nose. I'm sick of you fags, you tough to your homeboys. Till a family member's found dead in your home, boy. Such a tragic, but it really wouldn't have happened if these goddamn parents control the mouths of these faggots. No more games and I done blew my fuse. The wrong words can have you laying in the box like shoes. Please don't get my words misconstrued. Nigga, quote me right, a headshot could really fuck up the mood. Enough with all the games, y'all can dash like Dame. Niggas stop spitting, they prefer to dance like Fame. Not me, I'm hip hop to the death, and y'all gon' realize that before I take my last breath. Motherfucker, for the record, y'all can't stop our shine. Let's just keep one thing in mind, nigga. CDB. Everybody tough, everybody got guns. Fuck make y'all think we ain't got none. CDB. Welcome to the NFC East and the NBA streets, where we talk about the NFL, mostly the NFC. We talk about NBA, we talk about boxing, we talk about sports all around the world. Look here, need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe so y'all know we going live.
Word.
Really gonna cost y'all nothing just to press that button, you dig? Your boy ain't gonna quarterback it like I always do. It's your boy Big Tut representing them Dallas Cowboys and them Houston Rockets. We gonna go up top here with my man representing them San Antonio Spurs and them Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Lee Love, what's happening with you?
What's up, Chuck? How you, baby boy? Spurs over everybody, man, all the time, man.
Guys, horrible. Hate both of them. Representing them New York Giants and them New York Knicks. Nephew, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, man? Big Blue with nephew, Knicks with nephew, man. We gonna surprise the world this year. Trust and believe, boy. Trust, best defense, top 5. Trust and believe. Let's go.
I hear you. Representing the Washington Commanders and them San Antonio Spurs. Chuck, what's happening with you?
Big Tut, what's the word, homie? You know what I'm saying? Skins and Spurs, SNS Network, Burgundy and Gold, till I'm dead and cold. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
And to the mama of the bunch, neutral, but she speaks truthful. I like how that go. E Boogie, what's happening with you?
What's happening, fellas?
What
What's
up,
going
man?
What
on,
up,
E?
E?
All right. How everybody feeling? Everybody good?
Yes,
Everybody
sir. Ready to
good,
rock
Cool,
and
man. Ready to
roll,
you
brother.
go.
know, under the circumstances.
Yeah,
Under
it's
the
hot
cook.
than on whoa, but we good in here in the house,
Yeah,
though.
it's cooking. It's cooking. It's cooking
What's
everywhere.
the degrees up there?
98.
Up here,
98?
It
up
got
here,
up
Jeez.
to one. It got up
up
to
here,
101 in
102.
East
It's
Orange.
102 up here right now.
Yeah, it was 101 in East Orange today.
Oh,
Hating
wow.
102.
like bits out here.
Oh, the whole earth must have been hot in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pray, pray, pray.
It was
literally.
All right.
baking at the job. I was like,
So
God,
listen. Look here. Let's get into this, man. Let's go to
let's
this
go.
game seven. This game seven. This NBA Finals. OKC brought it home. We're going to start off with you, Lee Love. What you feel about
Word.
that game seven? OKC bringing it home, man.
Yo, I really, really, really do wish Holland Burton didn't get hurt, man. I really do. Because
I
I
think
feel like I felt real bad for him. Yo, it was early too. And he had, what,
he knocked down three.
9.67
He
minutes?
Three
knocked down
threes.
three
Had
of them.
three threes.
He
Yeah.
knocked down three of them.
Yeah, that was wild because I seen something different when that was happening. I seen something different. That
Yeah,
changed the whole momentum of the game. But
yeah.
shout out to OKC. They deserve it. They've been battling to get there, to get them one. They lost a couple times and now they battled. They deserve it, you know? So I really do. I think the league is in a place where you're not gonna know who winning it. You know, like we used to know, oh, Warriors gonna win it, oh, Mike gonna win it, oh, LeBron gonna. You know, we kind of knew, but now I think it's getting in a place where anybody could win it. It's getting wide open.
Parity. A lot of
Yep,
parity. Yeah.
A
yep,
lot of parody.
no
Yep.
Yeah,
diddy. Yep, that's how I feel about Game 7, yo. But shout out to OKC and SGA. He won all the awards too. That was big.
yeah,
Sin.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
big.
Nephew, tell me what you think about game seven, man.
Yo, let me say this first, man, about Halliburton, man. I really got respect for him because the series before, like when Cleveland was playing, Donovan Mitchell set out an important game with an ankle injury. You understand what I'm saying? This man came with a hamstring injury and tore his Achilles. Going hard. He was going hard. So I got to give props to him, man. Kids don't do that no more. They sitting out
Yeah.
with little arm, ankle injuries. Like for him to go in and say, yo, if I could walk, I'm going to play. I give him props for that, bro. So
Yeah.
it was unfortunate to see him go down like that. And Kobe had a statement before he passed. Rest in peace, Kobe. Man, he said it wasn't going to be a one player dominating the ball wasn't going to be able to win the championship. SGA is one player that was dominating the ball for the most part and won that championship. He passed the ball when he in trouble for the most. Now he had 11 assists. He was dishing the rock, but for the most part, he dominates the ball. So he able to win a chip like that with that young team. That's very impressive, man. So I got a lot of props for SGA and that crew, man. And they may be back. I don't know. The West
Yeah,
is tough.
all right,
You know what I'm saying? The West
all
is
right.
Yeah.
tough, but
The
they're
thing
gonna
is,
be contending again for sure.
I don't see them coming back.
They're
I
gonna contend. They
I
You
don't.
will
might.
contend.
I think team's gonna be able to beat that team. That team is not like like one of the best teams ever or nothing like that. I just don't feel like it.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get right to you, Chuck. And E. I don't think they was one of the best teams, but they were well coached. They were definitely well coached for one. For two, that chemistry they've been together what 6 years almost, all of them except for the ones that came in the back half as far as
Hardenstein,
Hard,
Caruso,
well, not Hardenstein. I'm talking about what's the Caruso. Caruso
Caruso.
came from somewhere else, but the rest of them came in together. You know what I mean? As far as
Let me ask you
SGA got
this.
traded, SGA got traded over there, and the rest of them, as far as J Dub and Hart and what's the big boy
Just
name we were
Chet,
talking about?
Chet.
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
is second year.
Yeah,
yeah,
before we get to Chuck and E,
Mhm.
if Indiana had a superstar, they win that series easy. Easy.
Pascal Siakam's supposed to be that superstar.
Pascal Siakam showed a lot. But go ahead, Chuck. I'm gonna let you get into it. What you feel about this game 7?
Hey man, I enjoyed it very much. And just to correct what you said, nephew, he had a calf injury, not a hamstring
I
injury.
mean, Cap. You're right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
No,
Cap.
no, you good, you good. And I'd like to say going forward, when people have calf injuries, you got to stay up off of it because when you got that calf injury and you go, that's how you get you pop your Achilles.
Yeah.
So because that tendon is connected to your calf, and a lot of people don't. I remember one time my calf was aching, and my boy told me, "Say, yo, Chuck, you better get up off of it," and I did because it was crazy. My ankles, my Achilles started aching. I promise you, and I got
Yeah.
up off of it, bro,
Real
because you
quick.
know what I'm saying.
Real
Yeah,
quick. KD did the same thing. That's what happened
yeah,
with KD.
absolutely,
Exact same
yeah.
thing.
Had that
Right.
cap, and he pushed himself and popped that Achilles. So that's just something people need to think about. But to further answer your question, Tut, quiet as kept. That game 7 was the most watched playoff game since 2016.
I was gonna say that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so a lot of people tuned in. You know what I mean? Quite. I remember when it first started, we were saying it's going to be wishy washy, and not a lot of people going to watch, but people tuned in. So that's a good thing. That lets you know. And piggybacking what you were saying, Lee, there's a lot of parity in the NBA now. That's just going to bring more and more viewers. You know what I mean? Also, I think that Halliburton was just sad that he got that injury because to me, if he would have just sat out, it would have been avoided. I mean, yeah, granted, he may not have played that game 7, but they would have had him for next year. And that's very important because the East is going to be open now with Tatum out for a whole year. Boston ain't going to be the same. They just traded Drew Holiday, so it's like they retooling. You know what I mean? So, and even with the Knicks, man, I think if the Knicks would have held on to Thiz, man, they would have been right in the mix next year. So, but we're going to see what happens. You know what I mean? And also, I just wanted to say that, hey, man, I think my Spurs going to be doing something next year. So I can't wait for basketball season to
Yeah,
start.
we can't talk about mediocrity right now. But listen, real quick. With the Pacers, right? The
Yeah.
reason why I say that this was a game 7. So viewership is going to be up in the game 7. I don't care if it was football. It wasn't nothing on TV, first of all, and they put that game 7 in a perfect spot for that evening. Wasn't nothing else to watch. So you're just going to tune into a game 7, baseball, football, a playoff game, and a game 7 in basketball. You're going to watch that.
Yeah. I don't care
But
who it is. I don't care who it is. You're gonna watch a
hold
game.
on. Let
Yeah.
me say this. But that game 7 between the Cavs when they had LeBron when he made that block on Was that
Golden
Iguodala.
with
State.
Iguodala? That game 7 was a lot of people tuned into that.
That
You
was
know what I'm
that
saying?
was the one that it broke since then. It was that one. That
That
was
was
the one.
after that was after 2016. That was like 2018, wasn't it?
No, that
It
was
probably was.
exactly
It probably
2016.
was.
It was
Huh?
what? What was it?
That was
E?
exactly 2016.
It was 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I guess that was the last one that they
Yeah.
watched. Yeah, so I guess so. But yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Those your boys over there, OKC. You started loving these boys. Tell me what you feel.
I started watching them maybe a season or so ago because even if they didn't get the win, they competed, which is also how I felt about Houston maybe a season or so ago because I like when you compete. But the series went the way I wanted. The series, I always want a game 7 because I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm not anxious or nervous. I just want a good game. I am sorry. You always hate to see a player go down. It
Word.
Yeah.
don't. You just hate to see a player go down and you that close to
Yeah.
possibly getting the championship. So that's agonizing. But the way OKC plays, yeah, they're gonna be around. I look at them and I don't want to be that person, but it's a young team and inexperienced, and we're just going through I guess a changeover where these new players are coming up. So
Yeah.
I still think it's wide open. To Chuck's point, it's wide open in the East, be wide open in the West. And yeah, I like basketball like this, where it's not. I enjoyed those series with with LeBron versus the Warriors.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It reloads. So I love basketball. So I just want to see who gets there. And this series did not disappoint. And yeah, the final game, it was what it was. And when OKC, they smelled blood in the water, they went for it. So it was like they capped it, they finished it, they won, they are the NBA champs, and they earned it.
Okay.
So do y'all think do y'all think they should sign the center back? What's his name?
Hartenstein.
Yes.
No, I'm
Miles
talking
Miles
about
Turner. Yes.
Indiana center.
You talking about Miles
Oh,
Turner? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
let me tell you something, man.
Yes.
And you see how Obi played, right? I was talking about
Hold
how
on.
we
I was
let
gonna
go
go to
of
that, but go
players,
ahead.
right, and how they affected the game.
Yeah.
He ain't had no points in that game 7.
I was about to go
And
there with Obi too.
and
And
another thing is with OKC, the reason why I say they might be back, they rest their laurels is on defense. It's not on offense, it's on defense. They rest on defense and go. Steal and go. So if you play like that, and they got better getting through this to the championship. So they know what the grind is like too.
That
So that's
experience.
important.
It's like
That's
Experience.
important.
Jalen Williams. He's not that guy.
Not yet.
He's not that
Not
guy.
yet.
But he all right though.
he
He
only
a
in his
good piece though.
second or third year, right? Fourth
Yeah,
year?
he young.
He's
He's
young.
not that guy to me. He's just
But
not
he's
that
gonna.
guy.
But he okay though. He not Scottie Pippen, but he all right.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
going to
it's
be
cats
there.
in the
He's going to
West.
be
It's
there.
cats in the West that the West wide open. I don't care if the Thunder won it or not. The West wide open.
It
Yeah.
You're
is.
absolutely right. I'm just saying, with their laws on defense, they're going to be there. They're going to be there. Top 10 for
Yeah,
sure. They
yeah,
ain't
they
not
ain't
going to be
going
top
No,
nowhere.
10.
I'm talking
They
about
young
back
too.
into the championship and going back to back. I
Oh
don't
no, I
see that.
said they're gonna be
They're gonna
contending.
be
They
relevant. They're
gonna
gonna be
always be
relevant for a
contending
Yeah,
while. I understand
for
what he's saying.
years to come.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. I agree with that. I agree with the relevancy.
All
You
right.
know, same
Well,
players.
I say this. First, before I say anything, I want to wish the speedy recovery for Hallenberg. That's first
For
and
sure,
foremost.
for sure, for sure.
I found a newfound respect for that young man.
Yeah, me too.
Also, I think Pascal Siakam made himself a star.
Yes, he
He's
did.
not a superstar
Yes, he did. I agree.
for this season and
The playoff run.
series playoff
Yep.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
And put some respect on Obi Toppin name. How many times have y'all seen motherfuckers have good games in that game that really counts to have a bad fucking game? It happened.
John Starks.
It happened.
Had a bad game.
Yeah,
Bad
Yo,
game.
that game seven is important though,
Obi
bro.
Toppin
I
was
mean,
kicking
he,
ass
he
through the
played his
playoffs.
ass off in his playoffs. This in this
Yeah,
championship series, he played
definitely.
them. But when they
Definitely.
needed him the most,
He's still young though, nephew.
everybody
yeah,
had it.
absolutely. I'm not saying give up on him because I didn't want to give up on him.
But
Yeah.
by Halliburton being out, that messed up the rhythm, the timing,
Yeah, it did.
everything, yo.
It
It
did.
messed
It
up
really did.
everything, yo.
Clearly
Even
see
over
he's
time,
the
you feel
leader.
what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
agree with that.
You can clearly see Halliburton's the leader. You can clearly
Yeah.
see that.
For
So
sure.
when he
Is he
went
a
down,
superstar? Is he a
No,
superstar?
he's not a superstar, but he's a main cog on that team, and
he's a
he's
star.
a star that makes
He's a
big
star.
shots. He's a
He's a
star
star.
that makes big
He's a star.
shots.
Yes.
He's a star that makes big
He a
shots.
star. He a star. I agree with you, a star.
And
These guys, these stars are
I won't pick him up. That he's just not my type of player. Like he, you know, like best guards in the NBA, he might be down on the list, kind of far. But
Who?
but he's good for his team. These guys are
yeah,
different. These teams are different. These little new stars coming up. Like I don't think, and there's nothing against SGA, but I don't see him carrying the league. You know what I mean? And I don't think they want to. I don't know
yeah,
if we're going to have somebody quite yet. The way
Ant-Man.
LeBron did, the way these other
Ant-Man.
guys. Yeah, we're just not
There's
going to.
nobody in the league right now that can carry the league.
Ant-Man's getting there, but Ant-Man has not earned that yet. He
nobody that
talked.
can carry the league.
There's no player right now in the league that we can say
listen,
that can carry the
Ant-Man
league
can,
right
but
now.
listen,
Mhm.
Ant-Man can, but I'm not putting Ant-Man in front of SGA. I'm sorry. Not right now, especially not now.
SGA the best young guy. SGA the best young guy.
I'm not putting that man in front of SGA right now.
They're not, I don't know if they're looking to be that. I don't know. It's just a difference that I'm seeing in these guys. I don't see faces. To Lee's point, you know, I don't see that necessarily with Halliburton, but he is the best for that team.
For that team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best guy for that team, and he leads them. And they're playing more team basketball, which is what we want to get back to. All that
Yeah.
ISO.
That's coaching.
But
Knowing
see,
what
that's
the,
my point. That's that
what the,
and that and to that point, E, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
SGA was the first player in a long time. I think not even Mike, because Mike had a team too. SGA is the first player I've seen to win the championship playing ISO ball. Basically, he was playing ISO ball. That's ISO ball right there.
yo, he could be stopped. Like everybody be like, he unstoppable. He
Ooh,
could be
SGA?
stopped. I said, I
Ain't
said,
nobody stopping him this year.
Nobody stop him yet.
He had bad
got
games,
stopped.
but ain't nobody
He
stopping
got
him this
stopped.
year,
He was
Lee.
like, he still this game was like
Ain't nobody stop him yet.
one time.
He averaged 30 this year, Lee.
Yeah, well, he get most of the shots. He get most of the shots. You know what I'm
You can't
saying?
say a person averaging 30 was stopped.
I was gonna say, that don't sound like he got stopped. Shit.
It's different. Regular season different from the playoffs.
He averaged 30 in
Like,
the playoffs.
Don't compare him to
oh
anybody
Lord,
else.
did he have 30? He
He
had
had
30
34 in
the last
the
3
playoffs.
games. I don't think he had 30. Go look
Three
at
had
the.
games don't
32 in the
equal the whole
playoffs.
playoffs, Lee.
Yeah, the whole
I'm
playoffs.
talking
He had
about
30.
in one series. Like you. A lot of times the star's
He
not gonna
averaged
get stopped.
29
You
in
just gotta hope to contain them. Like
the
Did he not dominate? Did he not dominate this whole entire playoff series?
this last one.
In the West. Yeah, right now. I'm talking about the West just
I'm talking
now.
about. Is you talking about a particular series or you talking about the West? All as a whole.
I'm talking about from the playoff start. Was SGA the man this entire playoff run?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. He swept every award.
Yeah,
What
but
can you say?
don't mean he unstoppable though.
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
mean
I'm not
just because
saying
he's
he
West.
unstoppable.
And
I'm not saying he
the
unstoppable.
league was kind of weak this year too. The league was kind of weak though too, because who was strong in the West?
defensively, we was.
Yes, yeah. So Houston was strong, but they was young. Like who else was
Minnesota
gonna beat them? Who else was gonna beat them? But the Denver. Who else?
or
Was,
Minnesota, maybe. But
Minnesota.
nah, Minnesota.
not with Randall. Not with Randall.
Now Randall did all right though. Randall had a decent little series. Randall did all right.
Let us move on.
That dude. Praise that dude. All right, man, listen. Let's get into this question here. All right, look. Despite all the accusations about this boy Ace Bailey, right? I need everybody here to put their GM hats on. If you were picking from 3 to 10, would you take him? Chuck, I'm going to go with you first on this one, Chuck.
All right. Absolutely, I would take him. I think Ace Bailey is nice. I mean, he's a little raw on the edges, but he has a lot of talent. Now I have heard the stories about he's trying to position himself to either go to like the Wizards or what was the other team?
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Now I don't know if that's just because it's it's a lot of
At home.
fine women in Atlanta and a lot of
Atlanta's
fine
home.
women.
That's where he's from.
Okay, but I mean, my thing is this. I'm trying to get drafted as high as possible to get that money. Now, granted, you're gonna make money, but I don't like that. It kind of reminds me of what happened to the Spurs a few years ago with Kawhi Leonard. His uncle trying to get him here and get him there. And that was crazy because he left over $80 million on the table going to Toronto. That was crazy to me. And he left one of the best franchises in the NBA. So, when you start trying to pick and prim and say, oh, well, I don't want to go to the third. I want to be drafted sixth to that. It's too much. Just let it be organic. Go where you go and rock out. You know what I mean? So I don't like that part of it, but I don't think that's Ace. I think that's his handlers. But as far as Ace Bailey, the player, I've seen a few of his games because he played at Rutgers this year. The boy is very talented. And I think whatever team he goes to, he's going to help them out tremendously. He's long. He could shoot. He got a handle. And he played decent. No homo. But, yeah, because I seen you laughing, Lee. You shot out. But, yeah, I like Ace Bailey. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but would you pick them between 3 and 10? You would pick them?
Absolutely. I'll take him at 3.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm gonna go with you on this next one. Would you take him somewhere between 3 and 10?
I don't even know why we asking. All these teams need. Apparently, they have a need. So
Right.
yeah, they'll take them. They'll take them, but we'll see. I have a curiosity to see how it all plays out because some of these players that are great in colleges and in college systems, particularly maybe out of Duke. I ain't gonna talk about the past. I don't know. We'll see. We pick these guys, and then yeah, I would pick them because even if something happens, you need to trade them. Do what you got to do. But yeah, he's talented enough. He's valuable enough because in these last few drafts, but they might pull somebody European. I don't know. So yeah, I would pick him. All these teams have a need to be filled, whether they need him exactly or he's a piece to get them to where they need for what they need.
Right. Okay. Nephew, I'm coming up to you, bro. Would you take it
Hey,
to between
listen,
3 and
man.
10?
I'm definitely taking them 3 for 10. But listen to this. I heard a kid that's in football, playing football, right? College football. He making $6 million a year, right? He was asked to be transferred to another school for like 14. His
He
father
said no.
told him, like, you
No.
don't need 14. Stay
Right.
where you at,
That's
right?
right.
So
That's
listen
right.
to this. This is what I think the plan is for Ace, right? He made money in college already. He was on the NIL deal. I don't know how much it was.
No.
NIL deal. Thanks, Lee. NIL deal. So think about this, right? If I want to go to I want to go to the team I want to go to, right? They
Right.
trashing this kid right now, saying he don't want to practice, he don't want to do this, he don't want to try out or whatever. What if he want to just go down to a better team? He don't care about the money right now. He gonna get the money on the back end.
Right.
3 years, he signed another deal. So he proved himself on the court, get another deal. He already making money. He good. I think that's the plan for him. And if that's the case, it's a pretty good plan. I wouldn't want to go to one of these losing teams right now. I wouldn't want to
Let
do
me
it.
let me respond to that, nephew, because I hear what you're saying, but this is what you have to remember. The NBA is a business. You understand what I'm saying? And who runs NBA teams? Rich white men. So
Absolutely.
so you have to have a certain type of decorum. It's just like look at what happened to Shador Sanders. And we talked about this a few weeks. You told me yourself. You say he bombed his interviews and all that, and that's why he slipped. So the point I'm trying to make to you, yeah, I understand what you're saying, nephew, but at the same time, you have to put on it. When you doing interviews with these teams, it's like a job interview. You ain't gonna go on a job interview smoked out, wearing sloppy, wearing
Absolutely
a
not.
white. So that's what Ace is doing. When you telling the team, nah, I ain't gonna even give you a
I'm a,
conversation. I ain't gonna even talk to you. And I granted, like I said, I understand what you're saying about with the NIL and they making money, but that's to me, bro. Let it organically go to whoever and play there 1 or 2 seasons and then try to get up out of there. But you ain't even take one shot in the NBA yet. You trying
I'm
to
gonna tell you
dictate
the
where you're going?
difference.
I disagree with it, but I'm
The
listening.
difference between football and basketball is right. When you got a quarterback, you got 3, 4 other quarterbacks that you going against. He a small forward. He going against 2 other small forwards on the team. He probably better than the bench small forward anyway. You know what I'm saying? Regardless
Right.
of what team he go to. So my philosophy is this: he don't want to go to one of these sorry teams. Like I understand what you're saying, But it's people in the NFL that did the same thing. So he just trying to make his own decisions on his own. I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is if he want to do that on his own thing, he's gonna do it. Mitchell Robinson wasn't drafted. He got with us. We signed him to a minimum deal. He rocked out. He got his paper. That's what I'm saying. Like even if he don't get drafted, he gonna eventually get more money without getting drafted because of the way he handling his business. I don't know. I think that's not what he's trying to do. I'm not
No, I
sure,
hear you. I hear you. I
but
just
I
don't
would
want him.
definitely draft him 3 through 10 for
I
sure.
just don't want him. And like your boy Clyde would say, I don't want him to take a precipitous fall and end up, looking stupid. So that's all I'm saying. But I hear you. I definitely
Right.
hear because I wouldn't want to play for no bum ass team either. But we'll see what happens.
Remember,
Yeah,
he didn't want to play for Charlotte. It was like a clear thing. He wasn't going, and he was coming out of high school. It was. I thought the goal back then, but to nephew's point, yeah, this NIL money it's hitting different with how they carry themselves. Because no, they're not coming out hungry. They're not coming
right.
out needing to get their families out of different homes. And what Ace Bailey has on him is, yeah, they'll pick him, and if he slides a little bit, we'll see if they send a message. I don't fully agree with the Shador Sanders thing as to why he slipped, but I don't believe that. So Ace
Well, we know
Bailey,
why he slipped.
so
That's another story, but yeah.
yeah, we'll stay where we are.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to go, and if he doesn't, he all right. To nephew's point, he's going to be all right. Yeah, this is different. I really hadn't thought about that, but we're going to see the effects of this NIL money. This is different. The league's different. It's not going to be what it once was. You know what I mean? Where they grab these guys, and even if we just want to mention Shador, they're not saving their lives. The leagues aren't saving these young men's lives, young women's lives anymore.
Anymore.
So
Yeah.
it does look different.
All right. Lee Love, give me your take on this, man.
Jermaine, what team? Sorry that he don't want to go to. Dallas is first, and they Philadelphia is third. So I don't understand why he wouldn't want to go to Philly, and I don't
That's a
understand
good point, Lee. That's a good point. That's a good point. I ain't even think about that. Go ahead.
Me, I'm staying. I'm getting them. I ain't letting them slip past 10. I don't care who.
And
I don't
imagine him with the Spurs at too. I mean, just come on, man. Like he tripping. I already said what I said.
Yeah, maybe he
But
decided where he want to live. What is
Like
it?
maybe what you said, nephew, is true. Maybe he really is maybe he really is trying to get to ATL. I don't know. I didn't know he was from Atlanta, but maybe that's what he's trying to do. I don't know why you would want to go to
like
Atlanta though, as an
players,
NBA player.
players slip for whatever reasons. Jalen Carter slipped. The whole league mad now. Whoever didn't get him, you feel what I'm saying? We just got a linebacker out of Alabama, Jahad Campbell. Nobody want to pick him up because his shoulder, like he's gonna be a monster. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not letting them go. That type of talent go past 10. I'm picking them up. You feel me? I'm picking.
Word.
I'm
Absolutely.
Yeah, he came to visit him.
I agree with what everybody said. Totally. Talent wise, Cooper Flag's not better than this boy. That's just my opinion. It's my
Say
own
that
opinion.
Say that again.
Cooper Flag is not better than this boy. No,
Wow.
that's my
Right now
opinion.
he is. I think right now he is.
I don't think so. I think. Okay, let me put it in this perspective. Cooper Flag is a better system player than him. 1-on-1, as far as needing a bucket, I'm going not Cooper Flag.
I agree.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Agree with that with the bucket. That was what my clip was
That's a
about.
good
too.
take.
He
That's a
can't
good
give
take,
it.
Cat.
I give it to Ace Bailey before I give it to Coop on the bucket. You right.
That's a
Well,
good
what
take.
about Dylan Harper? Dylan Harper won't get you a bucket?
Now we just
But
was
we ain't talking about
the
Dylan
two.
Harper.
We just talking
Oh,
about
okay. Just them two. Okay, I got you.
But that's a good point, Lee. I didn't realize that. You know what? I think he want to go to a specific destination. That's what it is. It's got to be a specific place that he want to go.
But like you gotta be grateful for who pick you. Like I don't
That's
like
what
all
I'm
the
saying. Exactly.
Not if you got the
Yeah.
call already. Not if you got the call.
That was a good point too. I was gonna say that too. Like if somebody called him and said we picking you, you ain't going past such and such. Why even call anybody else? just watch now.
Because,
You know what I
because,
mean?
them people, because there's a difference in that top 5 money than it is that top 10, 15 money.
But that's what we saying. They coming in with M's already.
Yeah,
We
coming in
coming
with
in with
NIL
M's.
money.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I
Listen,
want to go where I want to
Well,
let me
go. I'm
say
still
this.
gonna live good.
that's whatever he getting for that NIL. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all might have heard of. I haven't heard of him until a couple games at Rutgers. I didn't know who he was.
Oh, I knew he was. I saw him from freshman year. He was tough.
And quiet as kept.
It
His
wasn't
NIL money wasn't a whole bunch because he was at Rutgers. Rutgers ain't got a whole bunch of NIL money.
another thing I'm thinking.
look it up. Look it
So
up.
He got at least
I
an
looked it
M.
up. I'm telling you.
Even if he got a M. Let's say he got out of 4 years, out of 2 years, he got an M.
Okay,
No,
but let me
He
say this.
good.
he was only there
Let
1 year.
me say this, nephew. He's a young black man. A young black man needs as much money as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna. That's what I'm saying. And he don't. He's not in the position. And you was talking about that.
You looked it up, E?
Yeah, 1.6 mil.
Oh,
See,
he a
damn.
millionaire.
Well, that's how much he got right now, or how much he was getting.
That's
He's
1.6. Yeah,
He's
18.
18. You're not going to try to think about what's on the 18-year-old's mind. Not the
Let
18-year-old.
let
He ain't
alone. He
hurting
got
for no money.
1.6.
He ain't hurting
He
for no
got
money.
1.6. But you don't forget them Uncle Sam and them. So he ain't get that full 1.6.
Even if it was 700, even if it was 750,000, that's a lot.
Listen, man.
That
All
shit'll
I'm
go
saying
tomorrow
is,
for a kid his age.
if
That
he
shit'll
got a
go
phone
tomorrow.
If
call,
he got the right people around him, he won't.
if he got the phone call, he
If
good
you
on
listen to
all
Slums,
ends.
half of that is a house, if not 3/4 of that.
You
If
getting
you listen
paper
to
without the
Slums.
contract. When you get the call, you getting paper without the contract. Yo, chill. You gonna be all right. We gonna get you here. We gonna give you this, and then we gonna sign you to this. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll
Me
find out.
personally, talent wise, I think he's good. I hope they don't Shador this boy. That's all I'm hoping.
I
I'm
don't
hoping
think
they
it
don't
will.
Shador this boy.
Well, if they should do him, that's dumb.
If they should do him, then he made a mistake. I'm
And
thinking
these
that he got the
GMs do be
call.
dumb. These
If
GMs
he
do
ain't
be
get the call
Listen,
and he doing
listen,
this, then he made a
listen.
mistake.
First of all, he's not going to get the call. His agent is going to get that call. He's
That's
not
what
going to get it.
when I say him, I'm talking about his
His
agent.
team. His team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
And
representatives.
hopefully nobody's not fumbling. But I agree with Chuck. These people that's at the top that's playing puppet with all of this, bruh, they looking for you to please fuck up superstar, so I can make you an example.
That's what I'm saying. And you don't give them. You never give somebody the opportunity to do that to you. You fake it till you make it. Once you in there, then you
Yeah.
can act a fool because you in there now, and then you can say like, look what what's his name did. The boy who got traded to Phoenix, Jalen Green. He ain't even shoot one basket for Phoenix. He already talking about I don't want to be there, but he could do that because he in the league and they know what he could do.
You're 100% correct, Chuck. If he didn't get the call, that's all I'm
that's
saying. If
right,
he got the
right.
call, I'm in. If he
I hear
didn't
what you're
get the
saying.
call, I'm out.
Right,
That's all
I
I'm
hear
Jalen
you.
saying.
Green asking to be out.
Huh?
Yeah,
Jalen Green asking to be out.
well, they said he said something, but Phoenix wasn't going to keep him anyway.
Yeah, they wasn't keeping him in. That's what I told y'all.
Oh, I thought they weren't keeping Brooks.
Bro,
Oh,
I
Nah,
said
they
Jalen Green.
about
I
to get
told
Brooks
you
more
that,
money.
Lee.
They about to get Brooks more
no,
money.
I ain't saying you ain't saying. I'm just saying that's what
I like Jalen Green. I don't know why they don't want to keep him. They need to get rid of Bradley Bill bum
They
ass.
trying
That's
to
what I
get
would do.
pieces. They trying to get
Bill walk.
pieces.
I can't get rid of Bill.
I don't know why they gave Bradley Bill all that money. I was like, man, please.
Bradley Bill stuck for how long he
You
wanted
wouldn't
to
take
do.
Jalen Green as a number 3 option
Hell, I
on
would.
a contender?
Oh,
Are you
Bill,
kidding me? A
Yeah.
number 3
Well,
option.
Phoenix,
A number
Phoenix,
3 option.
yeah.
Bill
But
healthy?
Phoenix, no. Phoenix,
He a
no.
bucket.
They all do the same damn thing. Booker, Bill, and Green, they all do the same fucking
Yeah,
thing.
they the same player. Yeah, they the same player.
Yeah.
What's the shooter for Detroit? What's the shooter for Detroit at the
Beasley,
3?
Beasley.
You take Beasley out and you put Jalen Green on that team. They tough.
With
Hell
him
yeah.
in the back, yeah, that's
Cade
that's
They
Cunningham, you
are
damn
tough.
right. You damn
in
right.
the back, yeah, they tough.
Yes.
He couldn't get a bucket though when he was trying to get a bucket.
But he would be slashing and dashing for
That's the first
them.
time in them
He
bright
wouldn't have
lights.
to do
Yeah,
all that
no,
extra
I
shit.
know he'll be good with Detroit, but damn, they good already. Like you add, and
That was his first time. But that was
he
his
could
first
be a
time in the
star.
bright
He could
lights.
be the main player. He was the
That was
main
his
player
first
when he
time
was.
in the bright lights too. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's
That's
why I said
true.
he's gonna learn from that. He definitely gonna learn from that. But to go to Phoenix, they did them dirty in Phoenix.
All right, so listen, we're going to go ahead. I need to know the best performance, NBA-wise, that y'all seen live. Lee Love, we're going to go with you first on this.
Yo, I can't think of nothing better than Kobe 81. I can't think of nothing better than that. I was thinking, you know what I mean? But I ain't really see Mike 63. I ain't really see that game. And then it was another game that I was thinking about. I can't remember what it was, but Kobe 81 was, you know, that's like Wilt. That's like the Wilt and I dated the 81, you know what I mean? So, and Kobe was a mamba, you know what I'm saying? So,
And that was in 3/4 too. Don't forget that he did that shit in 3/4.
yeah, see, I forgot about that.
So
Yeah.
that was crazy. That was crazy. Now you,
Okay.
yeah.
Nephew,
Definitely.
let's go with you, man. What you got?
I hate to even say this, man. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I'm gonna say it though.
You about to say.
Mike Nickel against the Knicks, man. That shit was yo.
In the
I
Garden.
mean, I watched that, man. I was so sick. I was with my college boys, right? I was with my man Y, who was a Chicago Bulls fan. Keita was a Bulls fan. Shout out to Y and Keith. Yo, man, I was so sick watching this game, bro, because we was in the game with his 50. But at the end of the game, he started getting he just started getting all these moves, man, jump shot, unstop. Yeah, he was just literally just that's it, man. Mike with his 50, man. I don't want to talk about him too much, man.
That
55. I
was
saw
real.
that game too. I saw that
55 was
game
real.
too.
Oh, that 55 was real. Big
The
Chuck,
double
let's come
nickel.
to you, man. Yeah, double nickel. Come to you, Big Chuck. What you got?
You know me, man. My man Lee Love got on that Wake Forest, that beautiful Wake Forest jersey. So I'm gonna get a little unbiased right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know, when my man the Admiral dropped 71 on them Clippers, but you know I ain't gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go on my man Big Tim. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it back to 2003. I'm gonna give a whole series. The finals against it was the Nets. Tim averaged 25, 17, and 5. Come on, man.
Okay.
And he held Kenyon Martin to like 30% shooting. Kenyon Martin was a beast back then. He shot all that shit down. So I'm gonna go with Big Tim. You know what I'm saying? 25, 17, and 5. And he won finals MVP, huh?
We swept them, didn't we?
Nah, it was 4-2. They won 2 games.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They won 4-2. They won 2 games, but yeah, we smacked the shit. So I'm gonna go with Big Tim with that 25, 17, and 5. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Hey, Boogie, tell me something.
Next Spurs season.
I'm gonna be petty real quick, but the first thing I heard was nobody talks about Tracy McGrady, and I couldn't remember the team that he
The Spurs.
Spurs against the Spurs. I was about to go there.
Spurs.
You got it.
Shut your ass up, Tut.
That's where I was going, but she got it. Go ahead. I gotta know.
Okay.
What I saw was the Spurs. I had to give honorable mention to T-Mac, right? And he hit the winner, so that was, I mean, that's just an outstanding performance. And then, you know, I'm having a hard time because Russell Westbrook all that MVP season, because he had no offensive players on his team. But
Triple-double?
Game, I believe it was against Denver at the end of the season where he sealed his triple-double and he hit a game winner on him. And he might have had about 50-something points. That was an outstanding performance. But Michael Jordan versus everybody. I also thought about Reggie versus the New York Knicks. I don't know how sick you were that day, nephew.
Very sick.
But
what was that, 8 points in 12 seconds?
Yeah.
That was disgusting, man. It was like 3 fouls in that play, but go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's T-Mac. That's T-Mac versus the Spurs. My bad, y'all.
Yeah. I was going there 13 to 33.
Like 8.6 seconds or something like that.
That was on us. McGrady, yeah, I seen it.
That was.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was in Atlanta when that game went. I was sick. I was sick, bro.
That's why I mentioned it, because it was against the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what brought me to my feet? Because I didn't jump on the LeBron bandwagon. when he came out of high school because I was watching Carmelo at Syracuse. I don't jump on just because the media hypes you, right?
Let's go, Q's.
That 25 points in a row to send Detroit home.
Yeah, that was
Listen,
dope.
that
That
made
was
me a believer, that young fella. That was
that
the
was
young boy. So I'm going to go with LeBron, 25 points straight and the game winner.
and a game winner.
I got an honorable mention,
Okay,
man.
LB. Huh?
Go ahead,
I
nephew.
got
Who
an
y'all
honorable mention.
Go
E
ahead.
Boogie.
NBA's first 30-20-20. Nikola Jokic murdered Phoenix. I'm talking about he was grabbing every rebound. Fourth quarter, he had 15 points, dominating, 20 assists. First ever. Nobody ever did it. 30-20-20. Nikola Jokic.
I wish he was playing with Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan would have been killing that boy. I wish he was still playing when Tim was playing.
That would have been some good ass games. You're right.
Could have been a battle.
Tim would have been getting to that slow ass thing.
Would Tim have liked to come being pulled out by Jokic?
Oh, that was light work. That's light work for TD. That's light work.
Yeah,
That's light work.
Tim do that all. Yeah, Tim will get out
Yeah,
there
that's light work. That's light work.
because he used to do that with Nowitzki. Nowitzki used to be out there.
Everybody.
Tim played them all.
Everybody.
Boogie.
Everybody.
Hey, ask Lee what I said when they drafted him.
What did he do against Nowitzki? Did he stop him?
Ask Lee what he said when they drafted him.
He got one ring. Yeah, he got one ring. Tim got 5. What that tell you?
Hey, Lee, what I said when y'all drafted him, Lee?
Tim was on a better team than Dirk Nowitzki. I'm talking about one-on-one individual. I'm just saying, I didn't say he couldn't play Dirk. I'm just saying usually bigs in that era don't like to get pulled.
Nobody stopped Dirk.
Dirk probably would have killed Tim. Tim wasn't being Dirk. Tim wasn't being Dirk.
Yeah, you talking about two different eras of basketball. I thought you was talking about playing them when you said you wish Tim Duncan was there. But if you just talking about,
I wish Tim was playing now or he was playing back then.
He was talking about Jokic. But I was talking about Nowitzki.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to T-Mac.
Oh,
Houston James versus Spurs.
time out. Quick. Hold on, Tut. It just came over. Porzingis got traded to the Hawks.
I told you.
Oh.
I told you he was trying to get rid of him. That's a good trade.
Boston done. They breaking Boston up.
That's a good trade.
We'll take Jaylen Brown.
That's a good
Word
trade.
up.
That's what we want.
I want Derek White.
I just got it too. I just got the alert. Word
Yeah.
Porzingis ain't.
What they got? Oh, I ain't look. We'll look later what they got.
I was going to pick T-Mac versus San Antonio, but I'm gonna go with my favorite shootout: Charlotte versus Miami. Steve Smith versus Glenn Rice.
Ooh.
Y'all had to watch that game.
I seen that.
Hey, Tut. What about Larry Bird and Chuck Person?
Yeah.
Very good. Very
Steve
good.
Smith and Chuck Person.
They went at it, brother.
Steve Smith and Chuck Person.
That was a good one.
Very good.
I'm gonna tell you another one. See, I like old school shit. Larry Bird and Dominique, they went at it too.
That was a good one too. There was good rivalries now. No
What
more.
about Doc and Dominique?
Yeah.
I don't really like Doc. I don't care what y'all say.
That's your opinion. You gotta write your opinion. Yeah, you write your
I
opinion.
ain't really like Doc, but okay, cool.
I was talking about, they talked about no rings, but I talked about like what Draymond Green said about going to the finals. So AI knew that squad had no chance of beating the Lakers, right? When they got to the finals.
Right.
But the performances AI put on to get there, that was worthy of us. And when y'all were talking about people, what about him and Vince Carter in those playoffs? The Sixers versus Toronto.
Even the one that they won, like Allen Iverson them had won one of those games in the finals against the Lakers. Even the game that they won
The first game. It was game one. They won game one.
That
Yeah.
was
That's the game when he's That was the game he stepped over Tyronn Lue, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that
Yep.
was an
Yep.
amazing
Yep.
feat. That wasn't to say, well, since you get there and you don't win, you might as well not go. That's crazy. Because
Never.
him
I need you to look up something.
pulling out one game, the Sixers pulling out one game was one game more than anybody thought.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
But him,
So,
I think was great series. Vince Carter and AI. I remember that Toronto Philly series. I don't know if y'all watched that. That was a great series.
I watched, of course. Yeah.
With
I remember that.
with Kawhi.
Vince Carter was the key to that series, but it was Maurice Peters. Mo Peters. That's who was the killer.
Mo P.
Yeah, Mo P was killing him.
Shout out to Mo P. Mo P was nice.
Word up.
Left hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch this up a second. Let's talk about this Canelo and this Bud fight. I'm gonna start this one off with you, nephew. Who you think gonna win the fight?
Now, me and Lee was going back and forth about this offline. Listen, I got mad respect for Crawford, man. Like I told him, I thought Errol Spence was gonna give him at least a run for his money. He destroyed that man. Like I've never seen nobody be destroyed like that, like in a long time, bro. Like so, and I know what Canelo do. Canelo's a boxer. Like he gonna box. He's gonna try to stretch it out 12 rounds. Like you know what I'm saying, stretch the fight out 12 rounds. And Crawford gonna be crawling in slowly but surely, trying to bring the kill to him. I just don't think Canelo could be knocked out. I think Crawford gonna win the fight. I just don't think he's gonna knock Crawford out. I mean, knock Canelo out.
Oh, so
I
you
don't think he's gonna be able to stop the fight. I think Crawford's gonna win though.
You wanted to bet me with Canelo. Now you changing it up, huh?
Yeah. You know, I'm saying, man.
You bet Canelo
I'm
on that
smart. I'm smart. I had to go think about it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For
Love,
sure.
what you telling this fight, love?
Yo, I got Bud, and anybody want to bet, I got to bet on it. Anybody want to take Canelo, I got Bud. Yo, Bud is the Mike Jordan of this, bro.
He said Bud on the knockout though, right?
Yup, Bud with a knockout.
What
Bud-
round?
I don't know what round, but Bud gonna get him. Yo, this is the most skillful fighter that Canelo's ever faced. Don't forget Crawford never lost now, and he had 10 knockouts straight. Go ahead.
Give me a roundabout, like say between 1 and 5, between 6 and 12. Like what you think? Like between what round?
Like between 7 and 11. 7 and 11. It's gonna be a good fight though. But you know, Canelo like to come straight at you and walk you down, and he's doing that to the wrong guy. He's gonna be doing that to the wrong guy. I'm telling you, bro. There's no way. No way.
Chuck,
I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But
Right.
just like I never bet against Michael Jordan, I never bet against Bud.
Chuck, what you think, Chuck?
I'm going Bud Crawford too, man. I mean, Canelo nice. You know what I'm saying? I think he's matured immensely. The first time I ever seen him fight was against Mayweather. That was about 10 years ago. He was young. He was raw.
Fight Mayweather.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Canelo Alvarez did fight.
Oh, you
Floyd
talking
Mayweather,
about? I thought you were talking about Crawford. My bad.
Oh, no, Floyd. And Floyd schooled him. You know, but Floyd is Floyd.
Yeah.
But I think he learned from that fight, and I watched him over the years get better and better. He's thick, no homo. He's solid. He hit hard. But I still think, you know, y'all crazy with these references. But I'm like you, Lee. I will never bet against Bud Crawford. Bud just nice like that, man. And
was gonna beat Spence up too, man. He had beat the last 9 guys up.
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, as much as I like Shakur Stevenson, he ain't ready for Bud. Bud will put something on Shakur.
No, they ain't in his class. They ain't in his weight class. They never fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they fighting at 168. He 135.
Oh, I didn't know they was that far apart. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want some of this here?
No, I'll go on and pass on that one, Ted.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this.
Do you know them, E? Do you know who they are, E?
I know who Canelo is.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
don't know who Bud Crawford is?
I have
Oh,
not.
we got school.
She not into
We got
boxing.
you, B. We got you.
She not violent. She not violent. She don't watch boxing.
You're not violent.
I know the Mayweather fight, the last fight that I saw, that was back in 2012. So forgive me.
Man.
I'm gonna say
Who was
this.
that? What was the fight? What fight you saw last?
I gotta look that up because I gotta make sure it wasn't Canelo.
Oh, it might have been. It might have been. Was Mayweather fighting in 2012? Still.
Might have been.
I was still in Pittsburgh, so yeah, he was fighting.
Okay.
The last one. That's the last
Um,
pay-per-view I paid for.
yeah, I feel like Bud gonna win it too. I really feel like Bud gonna win it. But Lee,
I'm betting on that too.
what
Knockouts.
you? I think Bud gonna win, but I might put a bet on that knockout shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
Canelo.
you betting me that he don't knock Canelo out?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right, got
I
you.
see him winning, but I
We'll
don't
talk.
think
We'll
that.
talk. We'll talk.
Yeah,
We'll talk.
we will
That's
definitely
what I like
can't.
to
Canelo
hear.
chin
That's
different.
how
I don't know
everybody.
what.
That's how people be talking about Bud. I don't know. He just proven wrong. He
I've
gonna
never
prove
ever
wrong.
doubted Bud. I've never doubted Bud.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
doubting
about
he
his
gonna win.
knockout though. I don't think he gonna knock him out.
Well,
Canelo
September,
got that Puerto.
September
He
what?
got that
13th?
Spanish
September
chin that
13th.
don't.
September 13th.
Yeah.
For real.
All right.
Tune in.
Let's ask
Tune
you
in.
here. Let me ask y'all this here. With the sudden trade of Kevin Durant, does him switching teams hurt his legacy? Erica, I'm gonna ask you this one. Start you off with it.
I think the problem with KD isn't the him moving around. It just seems people don't like Kevin Durant. Media doesn't like Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's legacy is what it is. Kevin Durant is a baller from college. He did what he did, and I think the experiment of, and I won't even say an experiment, them exercising their right, that free agency, and them exercising it in their prime. We went through that, and we see that there's a change because teams are building now, wanting to stay and actually build and stay together. And we're probably going to see a change in that. But I don't think it's going to hurt his legacy just as the media talking about him. But it doesn't hurt it hasn't hurt his basketball, because if you say that, what about James Harden? Because James Harden just making demands. He just want out. I've never seen somebody just keep making these demands. He demanded to get on the team. The next thing we know, he demanding to get out. So, all right.
Yeah,
But
you right.
I mean, they do it. The talent is the talent. I don't think it should. He has his championships. He's going to have, he's going to be up there in scoring by the time he finishes. He's been MVP of the league. I think that a lot of the picture that we see with a player like Durant is really shaped by the media. But
Right.
Kevin Durant's a baller. I mean, he's a baller. Just not liking him because the way he responds. I keep hearing stories about how he responds on Twitter. I don't care. I just want to see what he does between the lines on the court. So yeah, Kevin Durant. It shouldn't hurt his legacy, but the way media will paint it, if they paint it so, that's what it'll be. But if you really know and watched him play basketball, it should not.
Okay. Lee Love. Does it mess with KD legacy?
I don't think it messed with his legacy, but I think it's got something on his reputation. So like, he went to Golden State, and Golden State had just beat them in the playoffs. So that was kind of weird, because people want competition. Like Mike wasn't going to play with Bird, and Bird wasn't going to play with Magic. You know what I mean? It was about a competition. So I think that's the reason he didn't want to go to Minnesota, because Ant-Man was the last one to beat him. And now he going to team up with Ant-Man. That would have been crazy. I was looking at that like, that's why he said he probably don't want to go there. I was thinking that too. So for his legacy, I don't think it'll mess up his legacy, but his reputation is like, he's going to win. I think he's going to do something with Houston. Not win the championship, but they're going to be right there. They're going to be right there, because Udoka too. He going to find a way for Kevin Durant to still get his buckets and everything. That's not going to stop. He just got to stay healthy.
Yes, you. It's on you. What you think about this legacy of KD?
Well, you're not going to tarnish his legacy, but I just think, like Lee said, his reputation is hit up, man, because of how he handled his business. You know what I'm saying? Like you, like Lee said, you leave OKC to go to this team that already beat you, and then you win a chip with them. Okay, everybody was happy about that. So he want to prove his point that he can win a chip by himself. He goes somewhere else, it don't work out. He goes somewhere else, it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a leader. He's a person that could be an effective scorer, a person on your team, yes, but leadership, you can't look for KD for leadership. If you're looking for him to put the ball in the bucket, yeah, all day long, that's what he's going to do. So legacy-wise, he's always going to be one of the best scorers the NBA's ever seen. He's always going to be an MVP. He's always going to be a champion. So you can't take that away from him. But as far as his leadership, the way he conducts his business on teams, as far as how he handles business, I'm just not a fan of it. But like you said, the legacy not tarnished.
I'm glad he went to Houston.
Yeah,
Get your ass
yeah,
out of here.
absolutely. I didn't want him to be a Knick for sure.
We got lucky, boy.
Chuck,
got
what
lucky.
you think, Chuck?
I think most definitely it's going to tarnish his reputation. I mean, it's like he's like a whore. I mean, how you a superstar and you've been on 5 or 6 teams? I mean, like, now granted, we know Shaq did the little Boston and Miami thing, but this is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, you know, and the thing that really bothers me is KD is a PG County cat like I am. You know what I'm saying? You come from PG County, from Maryland. We don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But so I do think it's going to tarnish his reputation and his legacy.
He called that nigga a whore.
May I speak on that though? It's like
NBA whore.
I didn't
Damn,
like
man.
Keep knocking on doors. He keeps going on people's houses and shit. Oh,
I
that's
didn't like
funny.
KD left OKC. And yeah, I thought it was some because they tried to compare it to LeBron and it was no comparison. Because LeBron didn't go to the Celtics. That's who was beating LeBron while he left Cleveland. He didn't go to the Celtics. He formed a new team. I did not like the fact because I was an OKC fan. I've always been a Russell Westbrook fan, and they blamed Russell Westbrook for that. But I did feel that was his character to let him go to the team that beat him. But my issue is overall, these players don't need to be loyal to teams because these teams aren't loyal to them. They are proving that. They are not loyal to them. And they will get rid of you when you think you're cool. You think everything's good ass Luka.
I think the reason why I love
But it's something deeper behind that Luka thing. But we don't have time for that.
You know, and
That's
we don't know that, but the point is though,
I do know that.
those teams.
I know that for sure.
They're still the hired help. They still, I don't want to make everything racial, but you know what that is.
Yeah.
OKC may have kept him, but yeah, they have free agency wasn't put into place just to say we got free agency. You know what I mean? Just to say that it's available to them because then we knocked Charles Barkley for not using it earlier. You know what I mean? Charles Barkley says he used it too late. He left Philly too late. So I have a thing with if I want players to do what they want to do. Now, it doesn't have to work out that you get a championship because you just can't add water and stir and you got a championship team. Except when he went to.
I love the fact that both teams in the finals are not super teams. Like nobody adding up, you know what I mean? Nobody teaming up. So that super team stuff, let's get that out of here. Like people trying to, I understand free agent come, you know what I mean? But not trying to form a whole big three and all that. Like that's why everybody, that big three, that don't work, man. That don't. Then they try to form one in Phoenix, like Booker, Bill, and come on, man.
And that's
You
why
still gotta
Yo, I don't know what happened. We got
Wow.
that's a deeper question. What happened to Bradley Beal, yo? He
Nothing.
used to
Who
be
cares?
literally good. Like, what happened to him?
He a bum. Shit, that's what happened. He bum. He washed
He
up.
wasn't a bum though.
Listen, he a bum now. He's a bum now.
Okay, with
Nigga a bum. I'll beat Bradley Bill 1-on-1. Nigga washed up, man. Let's go. Next. Next. Come on, man.
The Bradley Bill, man.
Niggas washed.
When he healthy, man.
my thing is this.
Washed.
My thing is this. It's been done from time and time before Katie did it. We beat the shit out of Portland. Clyde came over to us to win the championship. We beat Portland to get to the shit that year. It was the year we beat Orlando.
Clyde had lost to Houston before he left.
They came over to us.
Yeah, that's why Clyde ain't who he is. That's why nobody talks about Clyde.
Clyde
Nobody talks about Clyde.
They talk
He
about
had his own team in Portland. He had a chance to beat Mike.
Right.
He had his own team in Portland. He had a chance to beat Mike. He did.
So
Skip Clyde. Skip Clyde like we skip Bill, yo. Don't talk about Clyde. Yo. Skip Clown like we skip
But I
Bill.
but
We can't fault people for losing the mic.
it's been done back in
Why?
the day.
I'm just saying, why we even talking about it today? You know what I mean? If we couldn't beat Mike,
We can't fault people for losing the mic. Nobody beat Mike.
Who beat him?
Nobody.
Nobody.
that's why I'm saying I ain't gonna say they nobodies because they ain't beat him. But hey, you know what I mean? Kobe, you never know if Kobe would have beat him.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
nobody beat Mike. We can literally say nobody beat Mike, and it's over with. Nobody beat him.
There's really no more conversation after that.
So I still was mediocre.
We gonna switch over to something else, man.
He could jump and do what? That ugly ass jump shot he had? Come on, man. Clyde was garbage, man. When it comes to Tracy McGrady and the real twos, man.
Clyde averaged 27 a game in the league. It's all his years there.
He must have forgot. Chuck. He must have forgot.
But
Athletic ability. No, that's athletic ability.
Let us move on.
Yeah, let's get it, Tut. Let's move on, man.
like
Let's move
nobody
on,
was talking
Tut.
about Clyde, like nobody was talking about Dirk.
Throw the ball back there trying to get a chip. Come on, man. All right, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Wait about you. Oh, you like Clyde? Oh, you biased because he went to Houston and won it with y'all. That's why Clyde was ass.
What?
But
Let's move on, Tut. Let's move on, Tut.
Stop that.
All
Stop.
right, yeah. Listen, we're gonna go here. If you could take three players from the NFC East, each one of our teams, who would the three pick? It would basically each one of us got to pick one player from each team that we would take. We love. I'm gonna start you off.
Oh, I like that. We start
Damn.
like that, little Diddy. Check it out. I would have said Micah Parsons, but people probably say him. I'll take CeeDee Lamb off Dallas. From Washington, I like Skade Terry, but I'm gonna go with.
Why would you take CeeDee Lamb, though?
I don't like nobody else. And CeeDee Lamb is a monster. CeeDee Lamb is a monster. I don't care. CeeDee Lamb always kill us too. He always kill us. For some reason, he always kill us. He the only receiver that be killing us like that. Besides, all right, so I'll take CeeDee Lamb for Dallas. Yeah, I know you like to hear that. Like to hear that. I'll take Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington. That's my man. He got shot his rookie year, if I ain't mistaken. Did he, Chuck, get shot his
Yes,
rookie?
he did. Yep,
Yeah,
before he played.
Yeah, before that was I liked him coming in Washington, and I like Skade Terry too. Everybody else, and from the Giants, I'll take Dexter Lawrence. So on the defense, like I mess with Dexter Lawrence. That's what even when he was at Clemson, you know what I mean. So he tough. So I'll take Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. I'll take Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington, and I'll take CeeDee Lamb from Dallas. And I hate to say that. Y'all never hear me say that again.
It's on CD. Shut up. It's okay. Shut up. Nephew, who would you take?
All right, so I'm gonna swing over to Washington, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna run down,
Smart man.
run down to Dallas and grab that boy Micah, and then go up to dirty ass Philly and get my boy Saquon back. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even no Eagle. He's supposed to be a Giant. I'm going to get him back, so I ain't even picking no Eagle technically in my eyes.
That boy heartbroken.
So yeah, that's my three.
Chuck, it's on you. Give me your three, Chuck.
All right. Them gay ass Dallas Cowgirls, I'm gonna go with motherfucking Micah. You know what I'm saying? He'll solidify D. You know what I'm saying? I like Michael Parsons. You know what I'm saying? From Penn State. Yeah, he solidified defense.
Defender.
Man, you funny as hell. I ain't fuck with you, Lee. With Philly, I had to run to Kensington right quick and get Quinyon Marshall. You know what I'm saying? I like the young corner.
Mitchell?
Mitchell. I said Quinyon Mitchell. I'm sorry. Yeah, I like him. You know what I'm saying? He a nice rookie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he shut down, but he pretty good. But Scary Terry cook him. But So, but I like the young boy. I think he only gonna get better. I was gonna say, what's the boy from Georgia? The lineman, Jalen Carter. I was gonna say him, but he killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Driving. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't messing with him. Driving. He
Oh
wild.
wow.
Yeah. And then when you go to the Giants, I agree with you, Lee. I gotta go with Dexter Lawrence because defensive. He top 3 defensive tackles in the league. So I think I have to go with Dexter Lawrence.
Eric,
You could have go ahead and called him Sexy Dexy. I knew you was about to say that, Chuck. It's
Nah,
all
never.
good, brother.
Nah. Nah,
It's
I
all
ain't said it.
good.
Sexy Dexy.
He was like Dexter Lawrence.
Eric,
Hey
you want
man,
me
go
to-
ahead, man.
I can take the question, but with a little different thing. I don't
Uh-oh.
have the girl team. They're not in y'all division.
There
But
you
I'll
go.
rep the Steelers because we need some help. So we'll take a QB from all y'all teams. We'll take something. Anybody.
Jaden Daniels.
Hey, Jake.
Who you would rather have, Jalen Hurts or Derek Prescott? Dak Prescott. Derek
We'll take a QB from everybody. Jalen Hurts, we'll take that. I'll take Dak Prescott. Y'all talk a little bit about him. I'll take him. Pittsburgh needs something because it's cold in the winter, and when they ain't winning, it's even colder. So I like to keep
Rodgers going. This is last season. He said, y'all heard that.
Yeah. He washed. It don't matter.
So I wanted
You
to
don't
ask
think
you. I
Eric?
wanted to ask y'all a question.
Oh,
I wanted
let
to
him
ask
finish.
you.
Let him
Since
finish.
he
Let him
can't
finish.
answer our question,
Let
let's
him
ask
finish.
you a
Let him
question.
finish. Then I got to answer. Please.
I was getting ready to say, no, y'all can move on because mine is foolishness. Y'all can get back to your rivalry.
Well, go ahead. Finish it. Go ahead. Finish it. Because I got to answer too.
That was it. Serious.
She said that was it.
All right.
Just give me a QB to start off. I don't know what all else they need.
All
The Steelers, they don't like paying anybody. But get them a QB, maybe we can get something going again.
Okay.
All right.
For the Giants.
I wanted to ask y'all a question though. One little small question. I just need some answers from everybody. We don't even got to be that long. All right. So just like we did with the basketball just now, I mean with the football, pick a team. I need y'all to pick a team from everybody from basketball too. Like who you'll have from Houston and who you'll have from Spurs and who you'll have from the Knicks. So who you would take? Who you would take from the Knicks? I mean from everybody's team.
Can I answer the other question first?
Didn't do the football.
My bad, Chuck. I apologize.
Leave that. Let that be a question for another
Yeah, that's
pod.
a good one. That's a good one for the next one.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Because we gotta go soon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I like to ask you after this. Tracy Jr. from the Giants, the running back. I'll take
Wow.
him. Jordan Davis from Philly. I'll take him because we need to stop the run. So I'll take Jordan Davis.
Who?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, the big black. Yeah.
And from you Bumanders, I don't like none of y'all. Give me my coach, Dan Quinn, back.
Ooh.
Give me the coach.
That
I
is
like that one, Chuck. I like that one.
that is
Yeah.
that. So everybody good, right?
It's to be the coach, man.
Everybody is great, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm good, yo.
This was a good
show,
pod.
y'all.
Good pod.
Word.
We appreciate y'all out there for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, like you said before, so y'all know we going live, and it really don't cost y'all nothing. Just to press that button, you dig? NFC East and the NBA streets. We holla at y'all. Easy.
Hey.
Peace.
Make sure you go up there and subscribe to the NFC East NBA Streets. They the best out there. They the best with sports news. Subscribe to the page. Go hit them up on YouTube and everything. Show your love and support. Yeah. Stop playing. Don't act like I ain't do no time. Cause I ain't scared to go shut nobody up with sharpened chicken bones. Make sure you subscribe to the page. And if I find out you didn't and I see you, I'm shaking you up with these sharpened chicken bones. Yeah. Go subscribe right now. Yeah.